shake your pom poms. Shake, shake, shake. Kimberly F. Brown, she'll roll up on your hometown. She supports the good, but if you're doing wrong, you better watch yourself. If you're cruel and full of spite, she'll shut you down. One wrong step and it's to the ground. She don't play nice with clowns. Brown, 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 on Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn down brown, brown. She gets the folks in every way. Her light shines bright like midday. She hates the lies, she seeks the truth. She'll call you out and show the proof. She'll clean the streets, she'll get them right. She works all day, she works all night. She loves or hates based on your deeds. Don't cross her path, don't plant your weeds. Brown, 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 on Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn down brown, brown. Brown, brown, on Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn brown, brown. Shake your pom-poms. Shake, shake, shake your pom-poms.
Woo! It's been a long day, been a long week. Welcome, 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 welcome to the Little Hut Podcast. Brown, 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 that damn brown on Cleveland. All talk, no gossip, and maybe just a little bit of drama. And of course, this evening we have one of our co-hosts. She's a brand new co-host. She goes by the name of Lady Sharon. Say hello, Lady Sharon.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for the invitation. I'm so excited to be here
And
tonight.
welcome to the Little Hut Podcast.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. I
okay.
appreciate it.
Oh, okay, guys. Listen, I know it's going to be a long show already. And don't be too hard on my girl because this is her first debut being one of our new co-hosts. So, of course, she's learning the rules and she's learning how we do things inside the Little Hut. But, of course, before we go on, and I'm getting some feedback, hopefully this is not coming across on the air. But before we go on, don't forget, so you stop moving. Don't forget that we got to say hello to our fantabulous sponsors. Always Sharon, right? If you're looking for t-shirts, hoodies, jackets, tumblers, mugs, team uniforms, you got to connect with Angie Marie. It is mandated for our staff. She is the person to go to if you need some great goodies and if you need to look good and feel good. And her number is 216-395-7335. Then, although your girl over here has been losing major weight, but if I want some great soul food, I go to Flavor Southern Cuisine, located over in Garfield Heights. It's 12540 Rockside Road, right? Best seafood, best American food, best soul food on the planet. And you can call Rhonda at 216-510-0919. And if you have like a daycare and you need somebody to help feed your little people, like, you know, the little ones, She could do breakfast, she could do lunch, and of course, a healthy snack before they go home and take a nap. And then, if you're looking for a neighborhood bar, cafe, you got to go to Viva Mexican Grill and Restaurant Cafe, which is located in Maple Heights at 16941 Broadway Avenue. And of course, they have some of the best, Sharon, the best wings, and damn sure the best walking tacos. Them tacos so damn good, they make you walk literally out the door and back in your car and back in. You spend all your money at Viva. And of course, they do private affairs. Brown, that damn Brown on Cleveland. We have solid sponsors, and of course, I appreciate them so much. Show enough do. Damn it, I showed enough do. Shake your pom-poms, shake your pom-poms, shake your darn pom-poms. So welcome again to the Little HUD podcast. How are you today?
Well, I'm well. Thank you. Just super excited to be here. So I'm doing good. It's a new year and I'm doing good. Feeling fine.
Okay, well, tonight we have a very simple show. Self and Kimmy, they are angry with you, just so you know, because this is normally their time inside the hut with their, sister, because, we're triplets. And I had to tell them today that they couldn't be on the podcast because we were bringing out, Lady Sharon, and Self said, you cold-blooded. And I'm not going to tell you what little Kimmy said because you can only imagine about them bombs that she dropped.
I know little Kimmy real sassy, so yeah.
But real talk, we got 3 issues tonight we're going to talk about. But before we talk about the 3 issues, there's something I must do as a journalist. And I don't know what you're doing over there, but you're doing something you ain't got no business doing. So next time you're going to be inside the studio. Absolutely. You only stay down the street from me, so you could come on over here and take care of business. But I need to do
got some coffee for me.
Absolutely. But honestly, I need to do something as a journalist. As a journalist, as a reporter, we are obligated to be honest and tell the truth. We don't get stories 100% correct, but the goal is always to stay within that 90 percentile, be it that I'm playing, joking, not playing, joking, and we're just telling the story. And we're talking about, the podcast is about being informative, educating our viewers, our listeners, talking about community issues and national issues, but we still want to be very truthful about the things we say. So I have an open apology that I am going to give to the young man, Deontay Abrams, that, we was talking about for the past couple of weeks, because I did make a mistake. The story and the mistake that I made was this. I said on the podcast, I may have said it 1 or 2 times, that he was driving with fictitious license plate. Well, his relative corrected. The license plates were not fictitious, and I got that wrong, but the license were expired. So he was driving with expired license plate, and he was still driving under suspension because he still didn't have a license. And I'm going to leave the story alone, but he was still found guilty in the court of law, and he pled guilty. So fictitious license plates, unexpired license plate, the only difference is that the penalty is greater. Because at the end of the day, he still shouldn't have been driving, and he still had those issues from the beginning of 2023. So we're playing semantics, the words, but to be correct, because we should be as correct as possible, it wasn't fictitious plates, it was expired plates, and it still served a penalty, and it didn't matter to the court because he still had the bench warrants. Brown, that damn Brown on Cleveland. So I corrected the statement. That's what good journalists do. Brown on Cleveland. Showed up.
And now that's very commendable of you. That's what good journalists do. That's what we have to do sometimes. So you got to own it and apologize and keep it moving.
Absolutely. And we're going to leave that alone. But the reality is this. Let me be 100% to family members who do listen to this podcast. It doesn't matter because you still don't get a break when it comes to Brown on Cleveland. When you are a public official or you take that position as a public official, you are going to be held to the same standards as everybody else. And it has nothing to do with anybody being a young black man, a young black female, or old black male, or old black female, or white, purple, green, it doesn't matter to me. You know, the community has a right to know, and it's my job to inform the community. So get mad all you want to. I'm not going to change my stance. Brown on Cleveland. And great leaders understand this. Great leaders, sometimes great leaders must stand alone when you stand on business and you stand on the truth. And I'm standing Brown on Cleveland. Yes. All right, enough of that shitty boo. Go ahead.
That's right. Like I said, always just gotta own it. And at the end of the day, we want to represent ourselves in the very best possible light. And so if you're running for office, whatever you're doing, you out in the community, that's your calling card. So you got to present yourself the way you want people to treat you and to perceive you. So hey.
Absolutely.
Let's get it taken care of. Let's get it cleaned up. Let's get it going.
Oh yeah, and Self told me to say this, although Self is not on the show. Self said, how come every time somebody get mad at you, big sis, the first thing they want to say is this: that's why you ain't winning a seat in Cleveland Ward 1. What that got to do with the story? What the hell does that got to do with anything? But here's the thing though, just like I had to correct the story, I didn't just lose one race in Ward 1. Damn it, I lost 3. So if you're gonna tell Kimberly Brown's story, can you please say, Ms. Brown, you ain't lose 1 seat, damn it, you lost 2, and then you came back and Joe Jones kicked your ass in the 3rd race, and oh, Ms. Brown, and when you ran for mayor, Frank Jackson slaughtered your ass, but Ms. Brown, guess what? You ain't come last. You was fighting, Ms. Brown, you was fighting. So if you're gonna tell my story, tell my damn story right. Oh, and by the way, just in case you don't know, y'all know Kimberly Brown got a master's in public administration, and I work for corporate America. Man, y'all crazy. And I'm an engineer by trade, and I own a newspaper, and I own a podcast, and I'm probably one of the best, activists in the country because I made history. So I just wanted to put that out there to my haters. But no, I didn't lose once, y'all. So if y'all gonna try to think y'all gonna hurt my feelings, I ain't lose once. I lost 3 times. Terrell beat me up. He sure did, but he ain't beat me up that bad. Terrell beat me up again. He beat me up that bad. But that Joe Jones kicked my ass. Cleveland, Ward 1 race. Brown on Cleveland, I said it. So stop minding my business.
Well, I guess we got that in common, Kim, because I got my ass kicked too. But guess what? I'm still standing.
Darn
I'm
right.
still talking.
That's
I'm still
right.
here. And it was a lesson learned,
Right.
I think sometimes when you get your ass beat, the lesson is not in the winning, it's in getting your ass beat and learning. So hey.
There you go. You learn, you grow, and I am so untouchable because the other thing is this. Don't you know I'm like one of the baddest campaign managers out here? Boy, I said people love to try to throw stones, but when you throw them, you better know about what stone you throw them. But I know, man, again, mad to my business. Anyway, that's that. Y'all, let's move on. It's bigger fish to fry than a little ass minnow. But he pled guilty, so it's what it is. All right, tonight topic. Here we go. Start it off. What's tonight?
Okay, so tonight we're talking about what's our top 5 resolutions for the year, right?
Yeah, because you know what? Every time a new year come around, people, oh, by the way, hello, Miss Kim, you always hanging out with me. I appreciate you. Every time a new year come around, people always lie. They lie and they say this. This is always like the number 1 resolution. They'll say, I'm going to lose weight. And most people who say that their goal is to lose weight, when I see them later on, they're bigger. No pun intended. So I have a nutritionist now.
Okay.
And I have actually lost about now, I think 24 pounds.
Okay.
So I'm doing
That's good.
Yeah, I'm doing exceptionally well.
That's
Although
good.
that was not a New Year resolution. That was just something that I wanted to do because as I get older and I'm almost 100 years old, I want to look better and feel better. And of course, I want to be on this earth at least until I'm like 99 years old. because I still got people to correct and talk about. And if I'm not here, how can I correct them or talk about them? Brown on Cleveland. I'm just saying.
And we're gonna need to talk about those people. So yeah, we
Yeah.
definitely need to have you around. So one of my big things is just exercising my freedom this year.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
Last year I had the opportunity to just kind of do some things that I had on my bucket list to do.
Hmm.
Where what I thought was going to be the success, it wasn't a success, but gained so much more information and just so much positivity from doing what I did last year. And so now I am finally in a position where I can actually exercise just the freedom of knowing that that's off the table, learn from the lesson and moving forward and just kind of living life boldly now. So that's my big thing. Just being able to live life out loud with
Very
no
good.
apologies.
Oh, okay, Shirley Chisholm. I'm not mad at you.
Unapologetically.
There you go.
Yes.
So number three is this. I have someone, and he and we've been together for a long, long time, and I really don't put my personal business out there. Every once in a while, he'll go out with me somewhere. So my goal this year is to grow in my personal space, but I want to have him enjoy the personal space that I enjoy. But I also made a commitment that I'm not going to run anybody's campaign in 2026. And a lot of my friends who really know me, they say I need a 12-step program. I say, well, listen, I ain't no alcoholic. They said, no, but you are a political junkie. And thus far, Sharon, I'm proud of myself because I have turned down 5 offers to run campaigns. And I've actually been just like Nancy Reagan. Just say no. Brown on Cleveland. That's 3. Give me number 4.
Mhm. So number 4 for me is just to calm my mind. Um, too many open drawers, and so
Hmm.
just being calm, living my soft girl era this year. So
Okay.
I'm just being calm, as calm as possible, taking my time. Like you said, learning how to say no to certain things, and I'm only doing what I want to do. That I don't want to do, I'm not gonna do it. And
That's right.
again, unapologetically, no is an answer. So
There you go.
just
Brown on Cleveland.
getting, yes, absolutely. A calm mind. What's
Okay.
number 5?
Number 5 is this. Y'all know what I say. If you mind my business, I'm just being honest. If you mind my business, it's only fair that I exchange the favor and mind your business as well. So that's number 5. It's a clear warning, it's a clear promise. You're moving too much. I don't know why, but you gotta mind your own business. Brown on Cleveland. Top 5.
Bye-bye.
All right. The other thing I want to talk about real quick is I was talking to one of my girlfriends, and she's a political analyst out of Washington D.C. And we were talking about laws and how some people, for whatever reason, they don't want to abide by laws, and they make every excuse in the world about laws. So our thing is this. I am a firm believer in laws. I went through the city of Newburgh Village last year, and the mayor is a real good friend of mine, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I went through that city last year and I got not one, but 2 $195 tickets. I did, I did. I mean, we get them. And
You trying to
I
go to see Kim?
and I paid them $400. But I had to abide by the law. I did not make excuses. I didn't blame Newburgh Heights. I didn't say that they targeted me because I'm a black woman with a black Ford Escape and everything looked black, black, black. No, you know, Newburgh is all about being 25 miles per hour. Damn it, I think I was doing 30. But in lieu of the fact, the law is the law. Your feelings about the law before we start talking about that damn Democratic Party? Come on.
The law, the law is set for people to abide by the rules. You have to abide by the rules. The speeding tickets, you know, I'm a slow. People have been telling me for years I drive like a grandma. Like 25, I'm going 20. So you might give me a ticket for driving too slow. I don't like tickets, and I don't like going to court, and I don't like giving my money away to other people that I don't know. So the laws are set for a reason. And I don't know why we feel like, you know, some people feel like they're above the law.
Yeah.
Because it catch up with you eventually. It will catch up with you eventually. And most of the time it catches up with you in the most inopportune time. And so, yeah. Gotta follow them laws.
Like, you know,
gotta follow the rules.
Listen, you're going to a wedding and you're running late, and here come the police. Listen, it happens. We gotta respect it. We know what we gotta do, and we shouldn't make excuses. Brown on Cleveland. That's the law. Because why? Because it is the law. Why? Because legislators, they enacted the law. They wrote the law, and it was approved. So the law is the law. Don't matter if you agree or not, but damn it, the law is the law. Also, lastly, listen. Now, I couldn't wait to get to this topic here. This week, I get up in the morning and somebody done sent me some shiggity boo through my phone. And they sent me the ticket for the Democratic Party. Because you know that Ohio is a red state. And I'm looking at this ticket, and I don't know if the Dems can actually move the state from red back to blue. So I'm going to run through the ticket, and you tell me your thoughts. See, because I'm going to stay on the right side right now. I'm going to put you in the hot seat, Brown on Cleveland. Campaign updates from the Democratic Party. They have their Slate ticket, right? This is interesting. And don't forget, you guys, the chat is open. You can add your 2 cents to some nonsense if you want to get in this conversation for some real sense. The governor's ticket. You got Dr. Amy Acton, and for lieutenant governor, you got David Pepper. Your thoughts, Brown on Cleveland?
That's gonna be a tough one. I still don't feel like we have. First of all, we got to get the Dems out to even vote. That's gonna be the first challenge. No, that's not the first challenge. First challenge is we have to get people to understand who these people are, what they do, and educate themselves there first. Like, you know, this is an off season for a lot of people. They may not even vote. They're gonna be like, the governor, who is that? What do they do? I'm gonna sit this one out. So we got to get them to the polls first, or get them educated on who these people are. But I'm hopeful that we can, you know, change, but it's gonna be a hard sell. I'll say that.
Well, let me say this. I will agree and disagree. But remember, the Little Hut podcast is always open to Dr. Amy Acton and, of course, her running mate, Lieutenant David Pepper. And I will say this, I believe you're absolutely right. A lot of people don't know them. They don't know the names. And sometimes I think that, you know, the Dems come out at the last second of the hour, because during the political time, this is where your girl appears on, just in case my haters don't know, this is when she spends a lot of her time, you know, on, you know, national Fox News, adding her 2 cents. Yeah, they forgot to tell that part too, right? But yeah, do that, because apparently people in this country want to know what Kimberly Brown, Brown on Cleveland, thanks. And I see that Terrence Smith, you need to go to bed because I've been reading your post sidebar and you're not being a good steward. All that shiggity boo you causing on the social media. You got to follow his post. He is something else. All right. The other person, let's see. This is funny. Let me go back. My phone went off dealing with Terrence. All right. For Ohio Attorney General. Now, this is a foreign name to me. His name is John 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘. Never heard of this guy. But let me tell you who I heard of.
Is that how it's pronounced? 𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘.
It's 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗧𝗟𝗘. At the end of the day, I've never heard of you, partner. So already, unfortunately, y'all, I got to say no. So a lot of people think that I'm a Republican, but I'm not. I'm an independent. But Donald Trump is my stepdad. I don't know how that happened because my mom says she never even married the fella. So I don't know how that happened, but that's what it is. But my choice for Ohio Attorney General is 𝗩𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓. I think that's a name that people know. And I do know that, 𝗩𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, that candidate, he's not afraid to fight what is right. So I'm going with him, Brown on Cleveland. Don't care what this ticket say. Show enough, you can add your 2 cents.
Yes, that is. I'm gonna do what some people do. I'm gonna go with the name that I recognize, and this is not a recognizable name. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, Democrat Party. They got some. As they say. Oh, I don't know. They got some splaining to do. Not explaining, but you got some splaining to do.
Explaining, yes.
Nobody even ever heard this joker. How is he on the list? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna add my 2 cents. And I don't care, y'all know I don't care if I make y'all mad. That's what Kim Brown do best. All right, here we go. State auditor. My bestie. Mayor Annette Blackwell. I feel like Florida Evans. Damn. A lot of people have been asking me. They so people are crazy. People are naturally messy. People have been calling people haters. They call me and they like this. The first thing they say is this. You know who is running for Ohio for state auditor of Ohio? I'm like, no. They say, yo, bestie. Who is my damn bestie? My bestie is Terry Nimmer, who owns Viva. They said, Annette Blackwell. I said, oh, that's great. They said, are you going to support her? I have the Little Hut podcast, and I have said this. I wish her well. Shake your pom-poms, lady. Shake your pom-poms. Shake your damn pom-poms. Run your race. That's all I'm going to say. Brown on Cleveland. So watch this. Watch this. All the little haters out there, they was waiting for me to do what? Throw her under the bus. I ain't gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Because the thing is this, every ego got a right to spread their wings. Be it that they gonna get clipped or nipped. Don't matter to me. You understand? It goes back to earlier being serious about people throwing stones because I lost a race. I didn't lose a race. I lost 3 council races and I lost the mayoral race, right? That's what I lost. So tell my story, tell it right. But at the end of the day, I applaud, honestly, anybody who runs for office due to the fact that a lot of people are backyard, seat yard, graveyard, shaking your pom-poms, nonstop. Freedom fighters ain't gonna bust a damn grape, but talk, and talk negative about people, because that's what they do. And they listen to gossip all day long. That's why them people got my story wrong. I ain't lose one, dumb. I lost 4, 3 council, 1 mayor. And yes, Joe Jones kicked my ass and had race, show did, but you can't tell my story better than me. Only Kim Brown could tell her story. Thank you very much. Don't
and who better to tell it than you?
Absolutely. I ain't gonna let nobody out there create my narrative. I know my story better than anybody's story. And it was a great story because look at me now. What I have, most people won't, but you can't get it because I earned it. Brown on Cleveland. So again, let Blackwell run her race, but you're not gonna get Kimberly Brown to come on the podcast and talk about whether or not she's gonna win, lose, or draw. Ain't my business, not my business. Listen, lady, run your damn race and run it to the best of your ability. And make sure you get a qualified, bona fide, certified campaign manager, because this one is off the market. Brown on Cleveland. Your thoughts?
with everything you said. You know, people get into races for a myriad of different reasons. And if that's the next stepping stone, if you don't try it, you'll never know whether you can do it or not. And so, like you, I wish her well. You know, if
Absolutely.
this is what you think is the next step in your political journey, then hey, go for it, sis. Go
Do
for
what
it.
you do what you need to
Yeah.
do, damn it. Do what you
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
do. I ain't no
Yeah. I
hater.
agree.
Move on. And on top of that, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all too damn old to be caught up on nonsense. Our cities, the county, the state, the federal government, everything is falling apart because y'all hold on to nonsense. Listen, let the shit go. Let it go.
Yeah.
Pretend like you got diarrhea. Let it flow. Let it go. Brown on Cleveland. Again, I said it. Showed it. Showed it. Showed it. Also, too, there's a person who's running for state treasurer. His name is Seth Walsh. Never heard of him. How y'all running people? Now, listen, I don't know who put this damn ticket together. I am an independent Democrat. Independent. Look me up. How y'all put this slate together and don't nobody know these jokers? Brown on Cleveland. Y'all ain't gonna win these seats. Ohio gonna stay red. It's gonna be red, and y'all gonna look like y'all done bled. Ohio ain't turning blue because y'all don't know what to do. Brown on Cleveland. Your thoughts?
That part, and it's so crazy because of course with me running I had a lot of people to say, well, where you come from, I don't know you, I don't know your name. So it's like, I mean, I get it, so yeah, this,
Mm-hmm.
I don't, who,
I
where
don't
did
know
he
this
come
guy.
from?
Yeah, even brother
And
Abdullah.
I do agree with you, like, where where did these people come from? I mean, you
Um,
you see some names that are familiar, but
I think they probably had like a survey or something, and sometimes the dams act like they so damn desperate. It's more like the desperate dams. And Abdullah, I see you, and I appreciate your comments last week. And like I said, I apologize. I didn't see them because sometimes the screen don't show me what I need to show. But I just want to let you know, brother, I was not ignoring you, and I do respect you. I love you for your support and listening and challenging me and giving me the hard questions. So I got to give you some of this. Show do, show do, show do. So I appreciate you. And the other thing is, they have who is this last person? Oh, for Secretary of State, they're running State Rep Allison Russo. And I have a problem with this woman, Brown on Cleveland. This is the lady who's being sued, no rumor, no gossip, no nothing, being sued by Elliot Forehand. Remember, Forehand used to be the state rep. I think it was, oh my goodness. And you guys, I may make a mistake on this one, so don't beat me up. It was either District 20 or District 21. He was in that race with Angel Washington and Eric Sennenberg. And they wanted Elliot out so bad that they concocted all these stories about him. Long story short, they ended up going to court. Elliot won the court case, and then he won the decision of the judge to sue various members of the Democratic Party, and she is one. So, based upon the fact that what they did to Elliot Forehand, and this is not allegations because he won his court case, what they did to him, I purposely, consciously cannot get behind or shake my pom poms for anybody who's tied up in a situation like that. And from my understanding, their court case regarding the outcome of the lawsuit is going to occur on their election day in November of 2026. So Brown on Cleveland, I'm going to stay out of that one. I don't know her, but I do know Elliot Forehand, and I got to support what I know, and I have to support who I know will support me, and I have to support those who I know who will look out for the global community. Brown on Cleveland. So I can't go with their decision of the person that they're running for Secretary state, can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. Your thoughts, Brown on Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland, the state of Ohio, has a very long memory. And so, I mean, I really disagree with you. Like, who put this ticket together? So if 𝗩𝗜𝗓𝗗𝗢 is possibly running for
He's running for Ohio State. He's running for attorney general. That's what he's
attorney
running.
general.
Yes.
So he's running for attorney general, and then she's running for the state treasurer.
No, Secretary of State.
Secretary of State. How you got these people on the same ticket and they are at odds with each other?
Well, 𝗩𝗓𝗓𝗗𝗢 is not on the ticket. For the person they're running for attorney general is the guy named John 𝗓𝗏.
Okay, so I got that.
Right.
But is he planning on running against John 𝗓𝗏 or no?
𝗩𝗓𝗓𝗗𝗡 threw his hat in the race first. So it's not about him running against John. It's about John trying to take him out. And on my end, when I shake my pom-poms, honestly, I am going to tell people and advise people to vote for 𝗩𝗓𝗓𝗗𝗢 for that position. I don't care what nobody say, because this is what makes America great. I don't care anything about a slate. To me, a slate card, and I've always said this, a slate card is a slave card, which they're basically telling you, you can't think, you can't read, you can't write, and that you don't make the best decisions for yourself. It's almost like, the concept of appointments. They appoint people to positions because we know if it wasn't an appointment and if it was a vote, there's a 99.9% chance that your appointee will never be appointed by the voters. And I have to go with the voters, and I have to go with people being independent and them being able to make their own goddamn decisions and not follow a slave card. And I don't care if that's coming from the Democratic Party. I don't care if it's coming from the Republican Party. I don't care if it's coming from the pity party. I don't do parties. I do thought process. I do research. I do assessments. And people have to start saying to themselves, if it's good for you and your family and your community, this is how you move Brown on Cleveland.
I agree. And I think we don't have enough free thinkers out here.
No.
And some people are just happy having a seat at the table. And we need people that are going to go beyond just having a seat at the table and who is going to be for the greater good of the entire community as opposed to just a certain group of people. Because 9 times out of 10, when you have a situation like that, it's someone who is forcing or getting behind that wheel so that the person gets in and they then can carry out that particular party's or that particular group's narrative. And that's not what we need. We need people that is going to be able to fight or going to go out and fight for the greater good, not just a small portion of people. So
yeah, here's the thing.
That's what I say.
Here's the thing. We got to wrap this thing up. But you brought this thing, and I can't stand when people keep saying a seat at the table, a seat at the table, a seat at the table. Listen, I have never seen so many folk in my life get a seat at the table and they're starving.
Absolutely.
No, let me finish this. They get a seat at the table, and when the menu come, everybody is ordering a porterhouse steak. But then you got a few people who say this, I ain't hungry, I just ate. You're stupid. You're dumb. Get a takeout. Because let me tell you something. While you over here being all proud, acting like you got everything, my people are hungry. So if I got somebody at the table dishing out millions of dollars to my community, Kim Brown is damn sure hungry. I don't just want one steak. I want 2, 3, 4. I want to take some home and bring it home. So don't be sitting at the table so proud. We don't need anything. Black folks don't need reparation, but everybody else got it. Because y'all too proud to go to the table and tell people that you're hungry. And as long as you're not telling people that your belly is growling, we will never succeed. So if you don't want to be at the table, get your ass away from the table and go somewhere and stand in the food line, because the table ain't for you, Brown on Cleveland. We got to get up out of here. Say your goodbye, Sharon, because we got to go. We got to go. We got to go.
It's Friday. I thank you so much. This was a great conversation. Thank you for the invitation. I appreciate it so much. I look forward to the next time I can come and be a guest on the Little Hub podcast, Ms. Kim.
Well, first of all, let me correct you on something. Nah, you want to be a guest or are you a co-host?
I can be a co-host.
All right, so you better.
You planted that seed a while ago. I didn't forget.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. You can't come inside the hut talking about you a guest. Either you're gonna be a co-host or you're gonna be a guest, right?
We gonna be co-hostess.
Okay, because understand this. National Fox News have me as a guest a lot. I don't want to be a guest anymore. Damn it, I want my own show. I want to be a co-host. I want to be the host. I'm tired of being a guest, getting my 2 cents, nonsense, and everybody in the country dealing with my craziness. Oh, yeah, they call me crazy, too. Damn right, but you ain't up there in front of a billion people. Kimberly Brown is. Again, you're going to tell my story, tell it right. But in all ways, I got to get myself out of here, y'all. Remember, as I always say, you talk about me, and y'all been doing a lot of that. I find out, talk about me in private. I'm damn sure going to talk about you in public. You allow me, I am going to tell the truth about you. And again, if you mind my business, Sharon, what am I going to do?
You're going to mind their business back. You're going to talk about their business.
Like never, ever before. And they may just get their damn feelings hurt. And then they'll want to sue me, Sharon. Why?
Shake your palm.
Because she hurt my feelings.
Shake, shake, shake. Kimberly F. Brown, she'll roll up on your hometown. She supports the good, but if you're doing wrong, you better watch yourself. If you're cruel and full of spite, she'll shut you down. One wrong step and it's to the ground. She don't play nice with clowns. Brown, brown, brown. On Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn Brown, brown. She gets the folks in every way. Her light shines bright like midday. She hates the lies, she seeks the truth. She'll call you out and show the proof. She'll clean the streets, she'll get them right. She works all day, she works all night. She loves or hates based on your deeds. Don't cross her path, don't plant your weeds. Brown, brown, brown. On Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn Brown, brown. Brown, brown. On Cleveland, she'll lift you up or tear you down, depending on what you got going on. That darn Brown, brown. Shake your cornrows. Shake, shake, shake your